Hello students, let us start the chapter today, electricity. As you know, the electric current flows of electron through a conductor. The device which causes the flow of electron through a conductor is actually called a cell. As you know that electrons flow from the negative terminal to positive terminal. That is why electric current flows opposite to the electron flow, therefore from the positive terminal to the negative terminal, and this is called conventional current. As you know, the rate of the flow of the charges through a conductor, or the quantity of the charges flowing through a conductor in unit time is called electric current, that is represented by I, that is I is equal to Q by T. Q stands for quantity and T stands for charge. The SI unit of electric charge is called coulomb, and the SI unit of current is called ampere. As you can see that the 1 ampere of the current flows through a conductor if 1 coulomb of charge flows through it in 1 second. And electric current is measured by ammeter. It is always connected in a series of electric. As you can see, in the cell, always the current flows from the negative terminal to the positive terminal, and electron flows of the opposite to the current flowing through it. Electric potential and electric difference. As you know, the current flows through a conductor only if there is a difference in the electric potential between the two ends, and otherwise I can say the potential difference in a circuit is provided by a cell or battery. For example, if I say a battery, have two terminals called say A and B. When there is a chemical reaction in the cell, it produces a potential difference between these two terminals. As you can see, when there is a chemical reactions, there is the set of electrons start moving from A to B, which produce electric current. And that is why we say the potential difference between the 2 points A and B of a conductor is the amount of the work done to move a unit charge from A to B. Therefore, potential difference is represented by V is equal to W by Q, that is work done by the charge. SI unit of potential difference is V. Therefore, 1 volt is the potential difference when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another. As you can see, the potential difference is measured by a voltmeter. It is always connected to the parallel across the 2 points. This is a simple electric circuit has been shown to you. As you can see, this is a cell, this is a negative terminal. Always the current flows from the negative terminal to positive terminal, and it is measured by ammeter. These are some of the symbols of the components of the electric circuit. As you see, this is an electric cell. This is a battery, a combination of two cells. You can see a plug which is open. It is not given a dark over here. When it is closed, it gives you a dark this one. And you can see this is an open key. And the moment this point joins with this one over here, it is closed. And this is a variable resistance, and this is a resistance, this is ammeter, this is a sign of the voltmeter. These are also certain electric symbols. As you can see, this is in the series, this is in parallel. There are number of batteries you can see, and you can see the rheostat. You can see the symbol of ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer. This is a fuse. This is capacitors, and so on. These are again certain symbols related to it. Now let us come to the Ohm's law. The current flowing through a conductor is actually directly proportional to the potential difference between its end, provided its temperature remains constant. That means I current, that is directly proportional to the potential difference V, where R is a constant called resistance of a given metallic wire at given temperature. This is the verification of a Ohm law. This is also Ohm's law, which has been shown in a form of a graph, where it shows that the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across its end. Resistance. Resistance is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of the current through it. According to the Ohm's law, resistance R is equal to V by I. V is the potential difference by I current. SI unit of resistance is Ohm, is represented by this symbol. If the potential difference across two ends of a wire is 1 volt and the current flowing through it is 1 ampere, then resistance R of a conductor is 1 ohm. Therefore, the current flowing through a resistance is inversely proportional to the resistance. Once again, we need to say that if the resistance is doubled, the current gets half. If the resistance is half, the current gets doubled. The factors in which the resistance of a conductor depends is the resistance of a conductor depends upon the length, area of the cross section, material of the conductor. Length. If the length is long, there will be less resistance. If the area of the cross section will be more, there will be less resistance. If the area of the cross section is less, then the resistance will be more. And it also depends upon the material of the conductor. Therefore, resistance is directly proportional to its length, its area, and the material of the conductor. Thank you.